Well, good morning. We're back to our third step within our schematic drawing. And what we want to accomplish here is we want to start to add switches that will control the loads. Now, I understand that we're not going to have a transformer that's connected yet to the schematic drawing. But if we were to push the switches down, then they would control the fan and they would also control the heating element as well. So a couple of devices that you guys need for this is a limiting switch, 2 contactors, and a fan relay. And we're going to build off what we did in step number 2. First, let's go ahead and put our power supply up on our board as we are drawing out our schematic drawing. We can do this in ladder form or in pictorial form. However you wish to do it is perfectly fine with me. So we'll put our loads up. Let's get our light bulb on there. Let's get our heating element on there. Okay, and then let's go ahead and put our fan on there as well. Now these were on there from your previous step, but now we're going to be installing switches that are going to be able to control these. So the first thing it asks you to do is to draw a contactor that's single pole and connected to the light bulb. Remember, you need a power supply. The lines up here are your conductors. Here is your light bulb contactor. Okay, and then as it goes through the light bulb, we need to complete the circuit back to our neutral right there. So that will run back to this direction. The next step that is asking you to do is to hook up the heater, but before the heater goes into it, we want to use a 2-pole contactor. So on a ladder diagram, the contactor is going to be split between L1 and L2. So our contacts will be on either side of the heating element itself. So we'll put one contactor over there, and then we'll put our other contact right there. Now this is one contactor that you would see on the actual board running through 2 separate contacts on either side connected to L1 and connected to L2. It also asks that you put in a limiting switch that if the heater gets too hot, that the switch will open up. So there is our limit switch connected to our heaters, and if that guy opens up, the heaters won't turn on and your 2 contacts are in there as well. Now the third or fourth step that the paper wants you to accomplish is for you to install a fan switch that's controlling the fan, so that if the heating circuit was to kick on, that it would turn the fan on as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to put in terminal number 1 down in here, terminal number 2 down in here, which is a normally closed switch. Okay, so that'll be terminal number 1, terminal number 2, and then coming off of the heating contactor before the limiting switch, we are going to run it into terminal number 2. From terminal number 2, we're going to run a wire into the fan, and then we're going to complete the circuit back to the neutral so that the fan will operate if the heating circuit was to turn on for us. Now, it's important that you have the neutral running through that set of contacts on the other side, because later on when we energize the fan, if that neutral is not there, then we could actually backfeed voltage through the heating circuit and it would run the heater as well. So make sure that you're killing the neutral on the other side of the contact for the heating circuit that's up there. The last step that it's asking you to do is to hook up a fan limit switch. Now a fan limit switch is going to kick on the fan in case the elements get too hot or are too hot when the heating circuit shuts off. So coming from the L1, we'll run into a fan switch right here in FS. Okay, this is my fan relay, FR, and if it heats up, it will kick on the fan, and we'll just run that into terminal number 1 if we wanted to. And basically, you're just going to be hooking it into the hot wire that's running into that shaded pole fan that we put onto the board. Well, good luck with the schematic, and good luck with wiring all of this up.